there is legitimate steam building up behind the idea that the Blue Origin flight was faked.
Of course it was. I've been saying this since the instant. I'm like, this is fake. It's retarded to believe that this was even real. Obviously fake.
Well, let's see here. Conspiracy theorists have now claimed that they've seen a fake hand.
Yeah.
It does look like...
It looks like a mannequin in there.
That does look like a fake hand. It does look like a fake hand.
Also, the opening from the inside, they're live streaming it. You see somebody who's inside opened it, and it opens inward. So yeah, right there. They open it like they're, and then someone runs over and they're like, wait. And so then they have Bezos go up there with his little key thing.
Yeah,
and
he pretends to be like unlocking
pretends to unlock it. It's obviously fake.
Here's the clip you're talking about.
Yay.
Okay, now I want you to watch the hatch door open from the inside. The lady runs over there real quick, says, no, shuts the door back, tries to stand in front of it.
Then he puts on and he just like fake.
All he did was just move it around a little. Like, it's obviously fake.
Yeah. Here's some other incidents or information. Let's see here. What's the other one that's really... Where is this one? I think this one is the one. No, that's just the actual launch.
Okay.
I thought there was a good video.
Yeah, and the patches on their costume they're costumes. So let's be real, it's just costumes. Look like some sort of demonic, like Baphomet looking symbol on it. It's really shady. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracies about NASA being a very demonic organization, and I do think that there is truth to some of that.
Here's another video.
The windows. Look at the windows. Look how big they are. Look at the windows in there.
Oh,
these are not angled out.
Oh,
like those.
Oh, that's interesting.
I didn't even notice that.
That's interesting. The windows appear, at least from the inside, to be much smaller.
Look at the windows in there. These are not angled out like those windows.
Oh,
they're also much smaller. Let's go back inside. Let's check it out. Look how small those windows are.
That's different windows.
They are not.
Straight up.
Oh, boy.
And Katy Perry being involved also, I just have a lot of questions because, I mean, Katy Perry, we know her background. She started out as a Christian singer and she sold her soul to do to make it in the big times. And so her being associated with this, it's not helping the accusations with the whole demonic, satanic agenda behind it.
Now, it could be, I figure we're going to take both sides of this. It could be smaller due to the framing. There could be like a bench or some sort of like material on the inside that we can't see. Let's see.
And here's the thing. This is what was 11-minute flight. Why couldn't they have just like transparently, because all of this looks so edited, they couldn't have just transparently, here, we're going to live stream the entire thing unedited, unfiltered. But of course not, because this is a performance. Yeah.
I mean, some people believe that Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's another level, yeah.
Small that window is compared to the actual thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Those windows angle out. They're not perfectly rectangle. Those other ones are smaller, and they're perfectly rectangle.
I need to see a side-by-side. I'm not convinced.
I got a lot of questions about this.
They are not perfectly rectangled. Smaller, I'll hear your argument, but you can very clearly see from the inside there's rounded corners. But they do look smaller.
They are smaller, yeah, for sure.
A lot of questions about this. Plus, there's a couple scenes here where it's like, where's all that wind coming from in there?
Well, that's just, I mean, I don't know about wind, but that's just their hair is floating in zero gravity.
Also, from the pod on the outside, the spacing between the windows is much greater than that. Those guys are in there.
That did look, you see how close these two windows are?
Right.
What is that, maybe 2 feet? And if you go back, look, here's 3 windows in the frame alone.
Right.
And then look at the
And
pod.
then here, yeah, that's not.
I'd have to see the other side of the pod. If the other side of the pod has 3 windows really close, then you could argue that this is the other side of the pod. But we can't see the others. Wait, no. Still no views of the other side of the pod.
Where's all that wind coming from in there? This entire thing feels completely off. You guys saw the mistake with the door. This is what they take their time and space doing, Katy Perry.
Yeah, the door thing is weird, but I'm gonna try to say, I'm gonna try to say that like it may have been because they were obsessively trying to do like a photo op. So they wanted to show Jeff unlocking the door for the photo op. But I didn't think you would be able to open the door from the inside, but
You shouldn't be
maybe.
able to, but also if like with it being pressurized and all that, and then it just makes no sense too that Bezos would have had to use that tool to unlock the door when it was clearly already unlocked. Like at best, it's like, okay, well, this is performative in terms of just Jeff Bezos opening it, but I think it's all fake.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of burn from re-entry that people seem to be pointing on. It looks pretty undamaged.
I'm just really suspicious about a lot of this space travel type stuff because I think that this is definitely, I mean, already with a lot of stuff that we're hearing allegedly coming from Hollywood with trafficking and especially involving children. So if they try to pretend like, oh yeah, now we can space travel and people can move to Mars, and then you're never going to interact with people on Earth again. But so how do we know that they could be using people and trafficking them, human trafficking, or making sacrifices to Satan, harvesting their organs, drinking their blood, this, that, or the other? We don't know that they could be doing and saying, oh, they went to Mars.
Yeah. I mean, let's see what this guy says.
Oh my God, did you guys see Katy Perry went to space in the flying dildo? You know, the same Katy Perry that's constantly tossing up Illuminati signs and subliminal programming in her music videos? Yeah, I'm sure she's not a part of any demonic plan. Have a look at this takeoff video. What an interesting shape they fucking chose, eh? What an interesting shape they chose for the... It's so funny, bro. You guys got me going. Yo, let's see how this looks. This looks so real. So look at this.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Yo, who's buying this? Please.
For real.
Let's see.
Very interesting on the suit
Yeah?
that she was wearing.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
see it up. That looks like the Baphomet. This is the entity that, once again,
It actually kind of does.
It does.
I'll give him that.
It
Like,
does.
I'll give him that. I can't. I do.
It's
I-
demonic.
I'll give 'em that.
NASA is satanic. Period. NASA is satanic.
again, the satanic elites, the Illuminati, tossing the Illuminati eye, they worship. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the Baphomet is the symbol for the Church of Satan, a figure generally associated with
He's also
occultism,
trans, right?
paganism,
Yep. Also trans.
and Satanism. Also a symbol of the Church of Satan. Find it hilarious how they chose this shape too. It's like they can't laugh at you guys.
Well, to be fair, okay, that has to be the shape. If they want to have like a seating area with viewing windows. Now they could have made it flush, perhaps. They could have done a little more to make it like not look like a dong.
Sweet
Right.
Katy
You know,
Perry went
yeah.
to space. Fucking rights. Thank you, Elon. Bro. And really, this lady
Thank you, Elon. This is actually Jeff Bezos, just to be clear. Just
Right.
to be clear.
Right.
is a puppet for the devil-worshipping elites. You guys are being played for the biggest...
Now, here's my problem with, people who like do this kind of stuff. Woven inside of stuff like these videos, for me, I'll say,
Okay.
I know you're like more open to this stuff,
Right.
are like things that are believable. Like, the symbolism, that kind of stuff. The window spacing, we should be able to pretty easily debunk that with a picture of the other side of the capsule. Let's see, Blue
Right.
Origin capsule. if the other side has 3 windows that are closely spaced together, then we can debunk that. But I'm seeing, right? No, that's 1, 2, but it doesn't. There's really no. I'm trying to find a picture.
The size of the windows just doesn't seem to match.
The size I can't explain, but I'm trying to see a picture of like the other side that may have, you know, all 3 pictures here or all 3 windows.
Now, here's my thing with like a lot of these conspiracies and stuff, especially involving space and the Earth and the shape of the Earth and all of that, is we are, we are left with just observations and all of that. So obviously, when it comes to a lot of these conspiracies and stuff, yeah, there are going to be some things that seem, it's not all going to be completely, like there's going to be little things here and there that don't quite add up. Okay, here's a speculation that they made that was a little wrong. It's not like you're going to take everything hook, line, and sinker, because we're stuck here just speculating and trying, because we are being fed a lot of stuff from like the government, the powers that be, Satan, who is running a lot of this stuff. So we're being fed a lot of fake information. And so the rest of us, like normal people, are just trying to dissect it and just trying to look for the truth and to expose the lies. So yeah, we're fighting against programming. We're fighting against tons and tons of programming that's already been fed to us for a long time. So yeah, there it is an uphill battle, and there will be some things that's like, wait, I don't know about that, or I don't know about that, but we're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is a picture from the inside, so you can definitely see that there are 3 windows that are close to each other. They still look smaller in that video even than they look here.
Oh yeah, they do.
So it's possible. It's fun to speculate.